So this is the biggest macro opportunity we've ever been given, right? This is a wealth generating machine, and people need that break. They need that opportunity to unfuck their future. And this is the big one. So, it matters to me. We've all seen it. We've all fucked up in various ways in the past. And as you know, and this time around, we've got to get it right. We've got to get it right. I think I will be very unhappy if we leave people behind. Now, I know it's going to be terrible at the top and people are going to be pointing fingers at each other. We've gone through that too. But generally, if we can get people up this curve safely in the best way they can, we're going to change people's lives. And I think that really matters. I just want to go back on that one sec. I cannot believe that we've been given this opportunity. I mean, basically all you have to do is buy Bitcoin down 80%, hold it, and it goes up 10x. I mean, it's like every 4 years like clockwork. I mean, it's bananas that we've been given this. It's like the morons trade. It's the easiest thing in the world.
The next Bitcoin halving is the single most important and consequential halving event in the history of Bitcoin. Everyone is underestimating what's about to come. This is the latest message out from Raoul Pal. Recently, Raoul spoke on the current crypto mania sweeping the market, emphasizing its potential to generate wealth like never before. Raoul discussed the concept of the crypto market as a wealth generation machine, highlighting the opportunities it presents for investors who choose to participate actively. Moreover, he suggested that in this cycle, often the best strategy is to do nothing. Raoul cautions against overtrading or making impulsive decisions. However, he also proposed the possibility that the market might be in a bubble, urging investors to remain vigilant and manage risk accordingly. Raoul also shared his thoughts on Solana, diving into his own crypto portfolio, discussing his allocation strategy and favorite assets. Make sure to stick around to the end of the video where Raoul reveals his macro thesis on what's coming next for Bitcoin in 2024. Also guys, if you want to stay most up to date on the crypto world, I sent out a daily 5-minute crypto newsletter that covers expert predictions, on-chain data breakdowns, and breaking news, all for free. Click the first link in the description, enter your email, and join over 50,000 others to become a better crypto investor right now. Now here's Raoul on the best crypto strategy for 2024.
I'm still sticking to that mantra, which is don't fuck this up, which is really, you're only doing this with a small amount because it's fun. And I just do it to be involved. And, fine, if you can get one that goes up a lot, it's a lot of fun to be had. And, a lot of these are utterly worthless. And therefore, if you get them wrong, it doesn't matter either because you're doing it for the fun of it. And you might get lucky. It's kind of going to the slot machines, right? That's what really you're doing. They're way ahead of you, my friend. They're way ahead. Yeah, a friend of mine who I won't name, who you know as well, has been a professional trader his whole life, had taken leverage out in Solana, had a wick down. He lost $2 million of his position. And it's like, come on, you know better. We don't need to do this. The problem is again, at this point in the cycle, we all lose our minds. It's really hard not to. So you start thinking, well, Sol's probably only got an 8x to go and I want to make more money, right? And then you start doing dumb shit. And we've just got to not do that. And I know it's really hard, as you rightly say, doing nothing is the superpower here. This is not the last cycle. This is not the end of the world. Just, this is a longer game to be played, but just do that. And then when you can, maybe at the end of the year, take a bit of money off the table, cash in a few lifestyle chips, you can then run the rest. And you can run it into a bear market. I ran the entire bear market on purpose because I wanted to add through it and just stay with it. Because you don't know how it's going to go. Is the next time around, is it going to go down 70% or is it going to go down 50%? You've no idea. So the best thing is set your time horizon, take some lifestyle chips off the table at some point, and then you can take all the risk you want. Yeah, I've been thinking through this a lot and seeing this. It's a left translated cycle, which is a fancy term for saying it's going to be short and sweet. I don't see any reason why that should be the case, why this whole liquidity cycle has changed. I mean, the governments aren't changing the debt maturity. Nothing seems to be changing. Therefore, I think the shifting probability is this ends up being a full bubble. Something like 2013, you even get that double pump, which is the hardest thing in the world to trade, right? You think it's over because it's done a massive move. It corrects 50% and then rockets up. I don't know what it did, another 10x or something stupid in 2017. These markets are tricky. They're very tricky to deal with looking for tops. One thing I do know is people talk about, Coinbase being number one in the App Store. That doesn't make sense because they've already got 110 million accounts set up. It's the number of active accounts. I think you have to go to the Coinbase kind of quarterly statement and just see how many active accounts, because at the low, I think they got down to about 9 million out of 110. Let's talk again when we're at 50 million active accounts, and then we can say, it's probably pretty frothy. Yeah, and also don't forget, Solana's gone up a lot with the massive selling of the FTX estate. Now, I know that both Pantera and Brevin Howard set up SPVs, special purpose vehicles, to buy this stuff. I haven't heard the progress, but the way Solana seems to be trading now, it feels that you're at the tail end of that, and most of the supply has been taken off the market, which allows it to run freely. And if you look at Solana as well, of the top 10 most active traded tokens, 8 of them are on Solana because of the meme coin craze. The meme coin thing is not surprising, and it follows a narrative arc. I did a film, it's on Netflix if anybody wants to look at it, called The New Americans Gaming a Revolution. And basically, it's about this whole thing. It started kind of with Occupy Wall Street and everybody thinking, well, what now? It morphs itself into GameStop, then the crypto craze, and now it's just gone straight into meme coins, which is like, nobody's even my Twitter pinned tweet is about this. It's like they don't want to play your game anymore. People are playing their own game, and they know it's stupid. They know that these things have no intrinsic value apart from culture, and culture is fleeting, yet they're going to do it. Yeah, I'm still probably a once a day at main holdings, but on the stupid stuff that I've got that are more frequent. I don't know why. It's not even that meaningful, but it's just because it's the adrenaline, you're in the game, and it helps you with the patience game, because the other stuff, you can't do anything. You just have to sit there, but you want to feel like you're involved. So all I'm doing now is trying to allocate capital as efficiently as possible. So I'm just looking at the cross pairs. So I'm looking at the Sol ETH cross. So I'm trying to be as effective as possible without going too far out the risk curve and having it all in dog with hat. This is the kind of classic dog season. It usually goes from this DeFi season, which we had, a few months ago. Then the attention goes into meme season, and then it really goes into the kind of layer ones, layer twos, that kind of stuff. I think you're probably right, and ETH as well. There's everybody from the NFT cycle, everything else. You're right. I mean, it hasn't really affected retail yet. Yes, it's got the degen crowd, those of us who are in the market and remained in the market, but we haven't sucked in. I mean, I'm not really getting messages from my friends. The only thing I'm getting is, well, you should sell some of your positions soon. I'm still getting some concerned friend faces. And I'm not really getting, hey, what should I be doing here? And that phase is still to come. It's bizarrely quiet. But also don't forget, the economy's actually still not very strong. It's still pretty lackluster. And certainly on a global basis, it's not very strong. So people haven't got a lot of spending money either. So they're not throwing money around. It's just those of us who've been in crypto, because our economy is expanding. We've all got money to throw around. Outside in the normie economy, there's no money to throw around, I think. I think the everything everywhere all at once is going to be the feature of this cycle, and that will probably be the 2025 narrative. We've got the early narratives, went to DeFi, into memes, blah, 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 but I think we will see that. So I think that's interesting, and people are staking out different corners. Some people like deep in because it's a real world application. Other people like gaming because gaming's huge. And I think all of these things come together. One of the ones for me that's interesting still to follow, the next big tech breakthrough, is this fire dancer on Solana. Because if it is as meaningfully fast as it is, that changes the game for a whole bunch of things as well. Can you build exchanges on top of Solana? What could you do with that? If it really is 1 million TPS or 600,000 TPS or whatever the crazy number is, okay, that's a whole different order of magnitude. And so I think this is all to come, because that's really not coming out until the summer. I mean, it's in testnet right now. Haven't heard anything about it, so it's super quiet. The biggest secular trend of our lifetimes is in front of your eyes, which is don't fuck up this crypto opportunity, right? This is crucial because we've never been given something like this. This is like an alien asset class. If you're, well, everybody watching this was already happy. The other thing is technology. And it's not only technology investing, because crypto outperforms, but it's also understanding the changes that are coming from AI and how you can leverage that and what it means. I honestly think, and I go through it in the piece, I think we've basically got 6 years to try and make as much money as possible before the world becomes, and certainly the economy becomes, incomprehensible to us because of the impact of AI, robotics. We saw that Figure plus OpenAI robot yesterday. I mean, holy shit.
So there's Raoul Pal with his analysis on the current state of the crypto market and the opportunities it presents. From discussing the crypto mania to offering insights into wealth generation strategies, Raoul has provided valuable perspectives on navigating this dynamic landscape. His cautionary advice about potential bubbles and his thoughts on specific cryptocurrencies like Solana offers investors a well-rounded view of the market. With his do-nothing approach in mind and his emphasis on seizing opportunities, Raoul's insights serve as a guiding light for investors looking to capitalize on the crypto revolution. Before we go, a quick reminder for those who are keen on staying updated in the fast-paced world of crypto and Bitcoin. Consider subscribing to our daily 5-minute crypto newsletter. It's a concise resource for the latest expert predictions, breaking news, and top on-chain analysis trusted by over 50,000 subscribers for insightful crypto investment information. Click the first link in the description to join our community and elevate your crypto investment knowledge today. Anyway guys, hope you all enjoyed today's video and that provided you with some value. I'll see you all in the next one, and as always, all the best.